welcome to today's video. Over the past few weeks I've been exploring the area of Glencoe in Scotland. Today we venture down a fantastic valley as we follow in the footsteps of Mr. Bond himself as we explore the road to Skyfall. Hello and welcome to today's video, and we find ourselves still in Scotland on a very bitter cold Sunday morning, and I've come basically around the corner from where I was in last week's video to this road. This is actually, they call it the James Bond Skyfall Road for obvious reasons. They filmed a section of Skyfall here. I haven't seen the film for years, so I can't quite remember the scenes, but I'm probably going to check it out myself. But I was in the hotel last night just wondering where to go today, and I wanted to go somewhere that's obviously fairly close because I didn't want to spend most of my time driving around. And my thought process was it's a valley. Based on yesterday, there's quite a lot of fog and low-lying cloud around, and I was kind of hoping for that, but so far we haven't been right on that. But the sun is about to come up in about, I don't know, half an hour, and I'm going to go up and down this road and try and find some compositions, and hopefully we'll find something like this. Well, it's safe to say a change of attire is needed. Had to put a warm hat on. It's I think it's about -3 at the moment, something like that. But as I was driving down this road, I saw this very interesting tree, and it looked interesting from the roadside. Now I've lugged myself up here with all my gear, thinking that I might be able to take a shot. If you can see across it in the distance there, you've got a lovely snow-capped peak. I'm not quite sure what peak that is, as the sun's coming up from that side. And I was hoping that I'd be able to take a nice silhouette of the tree, sort of framing it and all the rest of it. That was the idea, but this is a perfect example of when an idea doesn't really materialise. I've sort of gone around here trying to find a composition. And although the composition itself is fine, the actual rendering of the image is not very good. So I think it's always a good thing to realise when you're beat on a certain composition and go and look for something else. Well, I'm kind of turning my attention around to down the end now. I think this road is a dead end at the end with a lock at the other end. So I'm going to head down there and see what we can get while we've still got a bit of sun and a bit of colour in the sky, because I feel like I'm wasting my time here. And time is so short. Time is so precious when you come to a place like this. But I keep looking around, looking up, and the peaks are just being kissed, but there's only so many peaks that you can take a picture of without them looking very samey. So yeah, I'm gonna head down there. Okay, well, I've just come down the road, probably about 3 or 4 miles down to this little woodland. The sun is just hitting the back over there, and just trying to find something that's quite messy. There's no sort of like singular trees as such, so I'm going to have a bit of a scout around here and see what we can find. But I did find where all the frost is clinging to the leaves of the plant here. Leaving all the sort of like, the white frosty flakes all over the leaves. So yeah, I thought what I'll do is make that a proper subject of the image. Now I've taken a couple of images, and I find I've been making quite a common mistake that I always make, and that's forgetting the middle ground. And so I took a number of images, and when I sort of like look back at them, there's a lot going on, or there's nothing going on, I should say, between the plant and the mountain in the background. So I've had to sort of like take a little while just to get the camera in the right place and to a level where I can take in the mountain and the leaves at the same time and do away with that middle ground. But this is going to be a typical sort of stacked image. I've taken probably 4 or 5 around the plant itself, just because I want to get that sort of nice and sharp, because that's going to take up pretty much half of the image, whereas the mountains are just there to kind of complement it a little bit. We've got a bit of blue sky coming in, which it's not too bad. I mean, you've got lots of dynamic range with the shadows and stuff being cast across the mountains. But I think I'm going to be pleased with this image. I'm not sure. It's one of those kind of like a test thing, but I'll pop this up. Even if it's a mistake, I shall pop it up for you, and hopefully we can learn from it. Well, this is the image. It's hardly been edited or anything, but you can see the concept where the frost-covered leaves are just kind of framing the mountain in the background, and the light colour drawing your eye in, but it just doesn't work. It's not balanced. It's very messy. But I did, however, take another image of the leaves close up, and this is how it went. trouble when you come to these places. You're just so spoilt for choice everywhere you go. But I seem to be missing the mark a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether I'm overthinking all the time. I just want to try and get so much in with every image. I don't know. There's just so much to do, and everywhere you look, there's an image to be taken. But I was just coming back up through. This is back where we started earlier this morning. And obviously the sun's moved right the way around, and the lights changed the landscape absolutely phenomenally. So the tree that I started with this morning is up there. I still think there's an image there. I don't know whether to walk back up there again or not. But I'm just up the road from where I had parked earlier today. And the sun is just hitting across on the fir trees on the far side of the glen there. So I've basically done a quick snap with the 100 to 400 on because you've got a little bit of sunlight catching on the snow-capped mountains at the background, and we've got a lot of layers going on at the moment with a very, very dark foreground. The light is just catching on the main ground in the middle, and then you've got the peaks just in the background. But what I think I'll also do while I'm here is probably do a pano just across that way, because it is really striking the way you've got deep dark shadows on one side to the lights on the other. So a couple of images coming your way now, so I'll stick up this image now and then I'll work on the pano. I decided I would revisit that tree, as I knew there had to be an image there somewhere. So what I'm basically doing, or thinking really, is there's no way I can get the top of that tree below the horizon. It's always a bit of a funny point where you've got trees. I think if the horizon is very, very, very close to the top of the tree, and you get like the one branch sticking across that horizon line, I think then it becomes a bit problematic. But when you've got it sticking out into the air, good and proper, I don't think you can argue with it really. I think it looks all right. And it's beautifully side-lit from over there. I don't think I've got long, because I can see the shadows racing across the hillsides over there, the mountain sides. So we'll mess around here for a little bit, and again I'm making the decision as to what's going to complement the image the most. Now obviously the tree's going to be the subject because it's just going to be so prominent in the scene, but I just like the way right in the distance you've got the little peak just sticking up there, with a little crest of snow on the top. I think that just adds a little bit of interest. Now sadly we've got totally blue skies, which is just a little bit rubbish. So by including, maybe trying to include some more of the shadow on the mountainside, we might be good to go. think that's going to be it for today. Now, I was hoping something magical might happen, because this morning when I pulled over down here, there was a majestic stag just sat just there looking down on me, and I managed to take a phone snap, but I don't think it came out. But I was hoping that he might show his face again if he stays in the same area during the day at all. I don't know. I keep looking the ridge line, but I can't see anything at the minute. But yeah, it's been an okay day, a bit bitty. I'm not quite sure how this video's kind of panned out really, because it was very stop-start right the way down through this valley. And I've been here a lot longer than I thought I was. I was going to be heading back because I wanted to try and squeeze in another location before it got dark or ready for sunset. But I think I'm a few hours away from that. But I don't know, we'll have a go. I might head back and see how we go. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining me again on this one. It's been absolutely magical being up in Scotland. So yeah, if you'd like to leave a like and subscribe and all those good things, and we'll do all this again next time. Bye for now.